Good morning and a warm welcome to our senior management team and board of directors. I'm Phoebe Tan, the CIO of ABC Insurance from Brisbane office. Today, I will present to you a cloud computing solutions. This is the outline of the presentation today. I will conclude my presentation with some recommendations and lessons learned. In the IT seminar which I attended last week, I've learned about how cloud computing has improved the business process of many companies, including our competitors, which have significantly improved their bottom line. After my thorough research and cost and benefit analysis, I'm here today to propose to you a cloud solution to our existing operations bottleneck and the significant cost saving that it will bring to ABC Insurance. At the end of the presentation, I hope to achieve a financial investment decision for the deployment of this solution. The attached handouts serve as a reference to the financial analysis, which we will go through later. Cloud computing is an IT deployment model for the on-demand, online delivery of scalable IT services on the basis of virtualization technology. In brief, the term cloud refers to the data centers that offer virtualized computer resources and services. These are the 5 essential characteristics of cloud. Cloud offers a pay-per-use model whereby we pay for only what we use, and it is accessible across a broad network which allows access at any time and anywhere with our mobile device. Its resource pooling and elasticity capabilities enable us to allocate our resources more efficiently, and it allows scalability whereby computing capabilities can be rapidly scaled depending on user demand. The 3 main service models of cloud computing consist of IaaS, which stands for Infrastructure as a Service, PaaS, Platform as a Service, and SaaS, which stands for Software as a Service. IaaS offers processing and storage capacity, networking, and other computer resources where user has control over the operating system and deployed applications. Some examples are Amazon Web Services, FlexiScale, and Rackspace. PaaS is a platform on which users can build applications like Force.com and Google App Engine. SaaS are applications that are deployed over a network, also known as software on demand. Some good examples are Facebook, Google Apps, and Twitter. Cloud computing is deployed via 3 models, which are public, private, and hybrid. Public cloud refers to IT resources that are delivered as a service via the internet in a standardized, self-service, and pay-per-use way, whereby customizations are limited and resources are shared on a large scale. A good example of public cloud is Salesforce.com. Private cloud is built within a company's data center and are designed to provision and distribute virtual applications, infrastructure, and communication services for internal users, whereas hybrid is a combination of the highly standardized public cloud offerings and the more customized privately hosted solutions. I would also like to share the risks associated with cloud computing. The transition to cloud computing could trigger some organizational, operational, and legal risks due to the significant changes to our business operations and involvement of third parties in managing the company's data. Abuse and nefarious use of cloud is considered as a top security threat to cloud computing caused by malicious hackers' attack due to weak fraud detection capabilities. If not managed properly, company risks losing control and ownership over its data due to the lack of transparency of cloud service providers in their policy and procedures. Additionally, most of the security and availability of general cloud services is governed by the security of basic APIs, therefore exposing the risk of data loss and leakages. Nonetheless, the trend of cloud computing usage is still going upward. The benefits that it offers to organizations outweighs the risks, and as there are more organizations adopting cloud, the security policy and procedures have also been refined. The key to effective cloud computing is the implementation of best practice management plan, which we will discuss later. In this slide, I wish to share the experiences of our competitors who have adopted cloud computing. From their statements, it is evident that cloud computing is a strategic investment decision as it enables cost efficiency, increased business agility, and flexibility. In this slide, we will look into cloud's advantages and disadvantages. One of the main benefits of cloud is lowering the total cost of ownership through its pay-per-use model. Companies no longer maintain and upgrade complicated and expensive IT infrastructures. With cloud, this becomes the responsibility of cloud service providers. Its deployment time is instant, and usage is scalable based on our requirements. Cloud also improves productivity and collaboration among our agents and underwriters through a standardized common platform. On the other hand, data security and compliance requirements from local regulators, as well as domestic data privacy norms, have put constraint on the ownership and management of cloud-based services. Organization is subject to audits and oversight of requirements of cloud service providers, which may restrict us from transferring or exchanging data from one location to another. Moreover, cloud outages may cause detrimental damage to the services, and any breach of service-level agreements will lead to a huge loss. The scope of cloud computing, which I strongly propose to ABC Insurance today, is SaaS applications for ABC Insurance's three core business functions. The reason for SaaS is it reduces cost of planning and development. It also enables central management of multiple distribution channels and overcomes localized staff and technical sourcing limitations, and allows for simplified and standardized business reporting. SaaS also delivers business agility as it reduces technology dependencies. And finally, SaaS delivers low OPEX through low cost and low risk of managing on-premise hardware and software, and better allocation of staffing and resources. This is the infrastructure required for SaaS. The good news is, all this will be taken care of by the cloud service provider. There is no installation, setup, and daily maintenance required. All we need is internet connection and our mobile devices to access to the application. In this slide, we will talk about the best practices of cloud management. Prior to the engagement of cloud service provider, we must ensure the following assessments are being implemented. As the communication route on cloud occurs in open channel, we need to ensure that a secure channel is set up to avoid middleman attacks. We also need to ensure cloud service provider outlines how data will be stored and retained. The audit facilities need to be thoroughly assessed, as in the case of a security breach, ABC Insurance is able to assess available data. Assessment of cloud service provider must be carried out based on its quality, accreditations, and reputations. We need to ensure that the strongest encryption standards, authentication methods, and access controls are implemented. We need to also consider the full parameters of legal implications to ABC Insurance. And finally, we need to thoroughly assess the exit clause to ensure clear steps on how to regain ownership and control of the data in the event of system failure. To enjoy the benefits of cloud computing, ABC is only looking at the investment of less than $600,000 for the next 6 years, which is 45% less than the cost of our current application. The payback period is on the first year, and the box here shows the optimistic financial returns to ABC Insurance. To justify the investment, I've also performed a sensitivity analysis based on the common variables like data security breach, disruption during deployment, and loss of work time due to system failure. As you can see, the three scenarios yield ROI above 100% and a payback period on the first year. In the preceding analysis, simulation results show the adoption of cloud computing will be a strategic decision for ABC Insurance. It generates a greater overall value compared with similarly configured on-premise solutions. Although cloud computing raises an important question about security, it benefits the company in terms of lowering capital costs by reducing spending in technology infrastructure, improving accessibility, and organization's flexibility. All in all, the adoption of cloud computing brings about cost saving, improved productivity, and efficiency. Considering the significant advantages of cloud computing, I highly recommend that an immediate funding and authorization to be granted by the management. To ensure a smooth transition of cloud computing across the organization, I will deploy a projecting lead by me and formed by our HR and IT team and management representatives. Before the full SaaS deployment, a pilot project will be introduced as part of system training and to gain employees' acceptance. These are some lessons learned that I've discovered during my course of preparing this presentation. There are two key lessons learned that I would like to emphasize. Firstly, we should not focus solely on cost saving as the decision-making factor for adopting cloud, as it ignores the real productivity gains and new revenue gains. Secondly, and most importantly, leadership commitment and support is one of the key critical success factors for a successful cloud deployment. With that, I would like to conclude my presentation today. Thank you very much for your kind attention.